I got this yarn from Hobby Lobby. It is 26 yards and it's in the color blush pink. I basically just picked the thickest yarn I could find. And I'm going to cut 3 strands of it. I am going a little on the longer side. I did not measure when I did this. I just went a little longer than I thought I needed. So again, I grabbed 3 sections, all equal in length, and cut them at the end. I'm then going to tie a knot at the top here just to hold the 3 pieces together. You don't tie it too tight because I'm not keeping the knot there. And then I'm going to braid my yarn together. Now if you want to do different colors, you certainly can. It just will add up if you have to buy 3 different color yarns, so I just grabbed the one. And then I'm going to braid it all the way to the bottom and then tie another loose knot. You can fluff it out. You don't want to make the braid too tight, so keep it on the looser end so you can fluff it where needed. I'm going to set that aside. Now, I did not have a heart wreath form. They do have them at the Dollar Tree, but I did have 2 candy canes left over from Christmas, so I'm going to use my zip ties, tie them together to make the shape of a heart. And I actually liked this idea because the heart was a little more narrow and pointy, kind of gave it a different style than the regular heart wreath form from the Dollar Tree. After I zip tied everything together, I decided I wanted to cut one of the rails of the wreath form off just to make it a little thinner. So I went in with that using my bolt cutters. Now you can certainly do this step before, but again, this was an afterthought. I just want to make these rails a little thinner, so I removed one. And these bolt cutters worked fine. And then I took more zip ties and I just fixed the areas that needed to be re-zip tied together. You can get a pack of these zip ties right at the Dollar Tree. They're great for making wreaths. And then I'm just going to snip all of the ends off. I'm going to be using hot glue to attach the braided yarn that we did to the wreath form. I'm just adding hot glue in sections. I'm adding it to the horizontal rails. And this should hold perfectly fine. If you want to add in more sections, you certainly can. And I did that until I had the entire wreath form covered with the braided yarn. Now when I got to the bottom here, I cut the one knot off to glue that end down. And then I undid the other knot, and I'm going to wrap it around to the back side to give that point there a finished look. You can cut all that extra off and then hot glue this down. I also took a zip tie, strung it through the back of the wreath form to hold some of that yarn down. And this worked perfectly fine, and then I just snipped that off. So once it's covered, you're going to then go through and just kind of loosen up that braid a little bit, and then you're going to hot glue in areas that need a little assistance to help hide the wreath form. I only had to do that in some spots, but overall this covered very nicely. I took this velvet pre-made bow that I got from the Dollar Tree and glued it to the top right, and then I have wood beads in white and a light pink, and I'm going to go around and glue it down into the yarn. The different beads just rotating in color, and this came out so cute, very simple. I really hope you enjoyed it. Paint products, tissue paper transfers, mesh stencils, and wood cutouts can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can check out other tutorials over on our webpage. Have a great day.